Hello folks, and welcome back to my video gaming channel. Today we're talking about the Oric-1 game Centipede. Centipede is an old 1983 8-bit action game released on the Oric-1 and Oric-Atmos. The game is based on the 1980 arcade action Centipede developed and published by Atari. It was one of the most commercially successful games from the golden age of arcade video games, and one of the first with a significant female player base. The primary objective is to shoot all the segments of a centipede that winds down the playing field. First, let's have a look at the original arcade version, where I'll explain the whole plot and objective of this game. So, the player controls a small insect-like bug blaster. It moves around the bottom area of the screen with a trackball and fires small darts at the segmented centipede, advancing from the top of each screen through a field of mushrooms. Each segment of the centipede becomes a mushroom when shot. Shooting one of the middle segments splits the centipede into two pieces at each point. Each piece then continues independently on its way down the screen, with the rear piece sprouting its own head. If the centipede head is destroyed, the segment behind it becomes the next head. Shooting the head is worth 100 points, while the other segments are 10 points. The centipede starts at the top of the screen, travelling either left or right. When it touches a mushroom or reaches the edge of the screen, it descends one level and reverses direction. The player can destroy mushrooms, a point each, by shooting them, but each takes 4 shots to destroy. At higher levels, the screen can become increasingly crowded with mushrooms due to the player-enemy actions, causing the centipede to descend more rapidly. Once the centipede reaches the bottom of the screen, it stays within the player area, and one segment head centipedes will periodically appear from the side. This continues until the player has eliminated both the original centipede and all the heads. When all the centipede segments are destroyed, another one enters from the top of the screen. Oh, I'm exhausted here, I tell you what. The initial centipede is 10 or 12 segments long, including the head. Each successive centipede is one segment shorter and accompanied by one detached, faster moving head. This pattern continues until all segments are separated heads, after which it repeats with a single full-length centipede. Thank goodness for that. The player also encounters other creatures beside the centipedes. Oh, give us a break. Fleas drop vertically and disappear upon touching the bottom of the screen, occasionally leaving a trail of mushrooms in their path when only a few mushrooms are in the player movement area. They are worth 200 points and takes 2 shots to destroy. Spiders also move across the player area in a zigzag pattern and eat some of the mushrooms, while they're worth 300, 600 or 900 points, depending on how close the player shoots it. Scorpions move horizontally across the screen, turning every mushroom they touch into poisonous mushrooms. Give me a break, for goodness sake. Scorpions are also worth the most points of all enemies, with 1,000 points each. A centipede touching a poison mushroom will attack straight down toward the bottom, then return to normal behaviour upon reaching it. This poison centipede can be both beneficial and detrimental to the player. The player can destroy them rapidly as it descends down, while at the same time they can be very challenging to avoid, especially if already split into multiple segments. Keep up now, guys. We're nearly there. The Bug Blaster is destroyed when hit by an enemy, after which any poisonous or partially damaged mushrooms revert to normal. 5 points are rewarded for each regenerated mushroom, and extra life is awarded every 12,000 points. Well, there you go. That was the arcade game. Okay, let's have a look at the Oric-1 version, and don't worry, I'm not going to explain this because it's self-explanatory compared to what I've already explained. So what do I think of this game? Well, Centipede's an arcade game and a reasonable conversion. Okay, the graphics are not quite as good, much to be expected. However, the gameplay and speed of the game does capture the overall atmosphere of the arcade game. Yes, it was simple, but it was extremely addictive. Therefore, I'm going to rate this game 7 out of 10. Okay folks, that's my short review of the Oric-1 Centipede. Until my next Oric-1 game review, have a good day, I'm off, bye bye!